Hey there everyone, my name is Stryfium and welcome back to another highlights video. This time we are back in Spain for Tier 2 MRL racing action. Of course it's Season 3. We hope you enjoy these few highlights that we picked out from the race. The one run in, but if we've seen anything from Kai, it's speed. So we'll have to see how he goes through that field. Of course, it is going to be Crampy here in the Haas on pole position. Domi in second for Williams, and it's Jones rounding off your top three. And of course, Jones reserving for Jay today. Well, feel free, Unicorn, if you'd like to take us away for this race start here.
Here we go then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. They're all out, and away we go here. It's Crampy and Domi getting very good starts, as well as the Mercedes of Jones there. He's looking on the inside, as well as Gadwin. He's already poised to get past that Mercedes. Domi up the inside. He's had a little bit of an issue, but it's Crampy very wide through turn one. That's allowed the Williams through, and he's under threat from Gadwin now, as well as they go through the long right-hander of turn 3. Down towards turn 4 then. The Red Bull is passed, and Jones is having a little go at the Haas as well. So Crampy not having a good start after the first few turns. Kai Pacini, he's already up to 5th place. Now having a look at the inside of his teammate in that other Mercedes. He's already made one position after the unfortunate qualifying incident.
Oh, and there's an issue. That's Jones. He comes together with... Oh, and that was Crampy coming through, and we've seen Crampy get into issues with drivers there before. I'm not entirely sure what caused that, but we have a safety car. Kai Pacini had to slow things down immediately to avoid that Mercedes coming through the circuit. It's down now, but it's Cotter's very close to the rear of this racing point at the restart. Now it's Wisp having an issue. He's gone round a 180, and he's trying to get things back under control, avoid cars, and he's currently sliding that car back, trying to control it. We'll see how he rejoins the circuit here. Oh, and there's just been so many issues throughout this race. It's wheel-to-wheel now. Maxim and Gadwin coming through out of turn 4. Gadwin on the inside in the Red Bull. Very good defense from him.
Going towards the chicane here, and that's Crampy spinning out of chicane. Kai Pacini has actually survived miraculously. He's managed to get away from that, but Crampy now down into 16th place. And his teammate Max Inkster, he's come across the grass there.
He's got a lot of pace in this Mercedes right now, especially on these mediums. Going for the move. Oh, and the curbing has snapped him into oversteer, and he's come with the Ferrari, and there's a big issue coming out of the final turn.
Maxime B, there is nothing you could do to defend against such a move, and he's quite comfortably taken P7 there, as that's the AlphaTauri of Adrian. He was poised so well on the safety car restart of those hard tires. He's suffered damage to his front wing. It looks like it's just an end plate, but an end plate is still a loss of downforce, and he's dropped all the way down to 11th place behind Crampy there.
Well, Kai's about to get it to Max as well. Kai currently 13th position. He's come in within less than half a second now. It's Max struggling so much without that front left end plate. Kai Pacini into 12th position. Undertaker on the inside, a big dive from him on the inside of Skybits. He goes wide. Crampy on the outside, kind of pushing him off there, not giving any opportunity to rejoin, and he doesn't need to. He slots into 8th. Undertaker coming back on the circuit into 9th position, and he's having some issues in that Renault right now. Meanwhile, Crampy very tight to the rear of Skybits. Almost looked like there was a bit of contact there, and it looks like he's going to have an opportunity for a run down into turn 1. DRS overtake being utilized. Less than half a second is the gap, and it is ticking down. Are we going to see it coming into turn 1? He has a good carry of momentum. Wheel to wheel now on the inside. Skybits almost not seeing him there. It looked like he almost went to turn in that optimal line, but finally, Crampy into 7th position.
Doesn't look like he's too happy with how his race has gone so far, and he is not taking any prisoners as he carves his way back towards the front of this grid. Now, Codders, his next victim, flying past with DRS and up into the turn 10 hairpin there, and he's made that move look easy.
And a loss of traction, but now DRS and overtake. We saw Skybits defend against Crampy a moment ago, but it's Domi next to Undertaker. He has other things in mind, and he wants to overtake that Renault down into turn 1 on the outside. Wow, what a move from Domi there, and he gets it done very clean. Maybe a little bit off track there on the exit through 2, but he is into 8th position, and Undertaker may not have even seen him coming. He came through.
But should be possible, as we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1 safety car. What is it's Wisp out of the last corner, I believe.
So safety car, and I'm going to tell you right now, Kai Bacchini is going to be a major benefactor for this because you see the car there, it's Wisp off that side, and now this entire grid is going to bunch up once again, and I think everybody watching is going to be quite excited. We're going to see a major change of tire strategy here. See it how the drivers go on this restart. It looks like Domi has already taken off. Oh, and Squid's had an issue. It's the Williams of Squid who's had an issue, and he has blocked a good chunk of this grid from getting an optimal race restart, and Kai Bacchini has jumped ahead of Skybits. Excuse me, that issue for Squid has allowed Kai Bacchini, to make it into 7th position, and there's just been so much confusion. It's Maxim wheel-to-wheel with Cotters coming out of turn 2. Wheel-to-wheel, the Ferrari on the outside right now, looking to wrap back around, and they are still fighting here on this restart. And we have another yellow flag popping up through Sector 1. That is the racing point of Robbo, who's had an issue. Squid now moving ahead of him, as is Little Bear. Very unfortunate for him, as so many position changes happening right now. Kai Bacchini wheel-to-wheel with Undertaker. We saw Kai Bacchini have an issue here as a result of Crampy earlier. And of course now Kai into 6th position, and I said it before this restart, we were going to be watching him fly through this grid. Max Inkster, blue flag conditions, having to pull off.
The defensive, and Domai right now 4.3 seconds clear of P2 as Kai Bacchini up the inside down into turn 7. A little bit of another door. There's a big as he actually he's gone into the grass. And that is not what he wants to be in this stage of the race. He was doing so well. That's Aliavici. He's lost the position to Jack S. And now Crampy. He's going to look up the inside of the Red Bull down into this turn 10 hairpin. And he's got the position sealed.
Is he going to make a move right now? He's looking for it down the inside. Oh, very tight racing between these two. But of course, we saw Kai Bacchini pass Ali. He's past Crampy. He's past Jack Guest, and now he's got to do it all over again, and he has a little bit of time to do so, and he's already caught up very tight to the rear of the Red Bull in Ali.
Joss just took 8th place from Undertaker as Cavaccini up into 4th place.
We are on lap 31 as Domi has crossed through now. So 3 laps remaining here for these drivers fighting for podium positions, and it's what you love to see. Crampy gonna have the first crack at Jack. Looking to defend. He's on the outside now. Wheel to wheel coming down into turn 1. Crampy with a clean move on Jack there. Now it's Kai's turn.
Yeah, we've got Crampy's teammate Max Inkster. He's getting out of the way. These guys do not want to be slowed down by a back marker, but into turn 4. That is Max Inkster on the inside lane. They don't want him there at all. And that's going to cost something with turns 3 wide down into turn 5.
This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy racing there. We saw Jack get held up behind Max Inkster. Kai moved over because he wasn't sure what Jack was going to do. He could have gone through, but of course he didn't know. So he pulled off. Jack cut in front, and now they're still battling here. DRS now wide open on the Sector 2 straight. Look at the carry. You see Jack S. He has DRS as well, but so much speed coming out of Kai right now on the outside. Jack holding it for now. Jack going a little bit deep and wide through there, but of course Jack S is under serious threat here, and now the battling between these two is costing them time to Crampy ahead in 2nd position, and now Domi has crossed into lap 32.
Runners die into the final corner here at Spain. He is going to take the checkered flag with a very dominant race. 9.3 seconds ahead of Crampy, who's still under a little bit of pressure from Kai Bacchini, but they are going to cross the line in this order.
How's it going to go?
Finish in this way?
Crampy. Kai jumps Crampy on penalties, but it's Jack S robbing them both into 2nd position in the Renault, and Kai gets...
Gadwin!
Oh, and it's a podium for the Finn driver in the Red Bull. That's Gadwin getting into 3rd position. Kai, unfortunately, coming home 4th here, and it looks like that may be it as Sejoss now crosses 6th, and it looks like the dropping down the order has now stopped for Kai and Crampy as Sejoss in 6th, Skybits in 7th, Undertaker in 8th position here for Renault as well, and it's a great finish for that squad as Cotters comes home in 9th, and Ali, the reserve for Red Bull today, getting the double points finish for the team. Very, very nice.